Good morning to all of you. Today I am going to tell you about the factors which is affecting the transpiration. So the factors are light, temperature, humidity, then wind speed and then soil water. So if we will talk about light, so if there will be more light is directly proportional to transpiration rate, means if light will be more, transpiration will be more. Here also temperature, if the temperature will be more, the transpiration rate will be more, is directly proportional. Humidity, if we will talk about humidity, if the humidity in the air is more and it is directly not proportional, it is inversely proportional to transpiration rate. Means if humidity is more, rate of transpiration will be less. Then wind speed is directly proportional to transpiration rate. So if wind is blowing at a higher rate, transpiration will be more. Then soil water, if there is more amount of water in the soil, the rate of transpiration will be more. Okay, now some internal factors which is adaptation. These are some external factors. No? So internal factors, first one is your leaf area. If the area of leaf will be more, the transpiration will be more. Okay, because it is giving a higher surface area to reduce the means to increase the rate of transpiration. If the leaf area will be small, the transpiration will be less. Then thick cuticle, if the cuticle will be thick, then the transpiration rate will be low. Stomata, if the stomata number is more, then the rate of transpiration will be more, because the stomata are only there which is responsible for the transpiration. Okay, number of stomata will be high. If it will be high in number, the transpiration rate will be high, and if it is low in number, the transpiration rate will be low. Then sunken stomata, if the stomata is sunken deep in the epidermis, then it reduces the air movement, as a result transpiration will be less. Present of hair, hairs are present in xerophytic leaves, and these form a microenvironment, which is when this hair is saturated with water, the respiration rate of transpiration will be decreased. Okay, so it is around the leaf surface, when the hairs will be present, so it decreases the rate of transpiration. Then leaves modification, leaves are modified sometimes into prickles, spine, so in that case it becomes a scale-like. As a result, what will happen, the transpiration rate is low. So there is difference given between transpiration and evaporation. So transpiration is physiological activity, evaporation is physical activity. Water evaporates from aerial part of the root in transpiration, but water is evaporating from any surface in evaporation. Then transpiration takes place through the leaves of the stomata. Evaporation occurs without the stomata. Okay, transpiration is for living beings only, but evaporation can occur from living and non-living both. Now next process is guttation. So guttation, what is there? Guttation means the parts of the plant, especially the leaves, the plants growing in moist, warm and under humid condition. So first thing is the plant which is growing under moist, warm and humid condition. There only you can see the guttation process. Okay, the leaves are possessing a special structure that is called hydatodes on the tips and margin of the leaf. So if suppose this is your leaf, so this is the tip and this is the margin here. This is here also this margin of the leaf. So at that point only you can see the hydatodes. Water escapes in liquid form at the night and accumulates in drops at these positions at the hydatodes. This is known as guttation. So the simplest example you can see on the grasses. Every day on the grasses in the morning you can see some water droplets oozing out of the leaf. That is called guttation. That is an example of guttation. So guttation occurs at night generally when the root pressure is more and the transpiration is less. Okay, the root pressure is more and the transpiration is less at night. That's why guttation process occurs. Okay, the root pressure forces the water up to the xylem, and then the transpiration is not there. As a result, what is happening? The water which is present, which is coming through the xylem, that is accumulating on the hydrathodes at the night time, and then it will give you the water droplets in the morning. Then see, it is very commonly observed on tips and edges of the leaves of grass, wheat, rye, barley, then colocasia, tomato, every early in the morning you can see here. Okay, so this is about the guttation process, and the transpiration guttation definition is given. Then bleeding and guttation. Bleeding is exudation of the liquid from the cut or injured parts of the plant, such as date palm, Palmyra palm, that is called bleeding. Okay, so with this we are completing this chapter. If you will be having any other doubts, we can discuss in the class.